Today in BoxJoy, we're going to talk about tomatoes and whether or not we can get this plant to grow in this 5-gallon pail without refilling it. Stay tuned. Here at BoxJoy, we focus on fill once, set and forget hydroponic planters, and because of that, we focus on small, short-lived plants like these greens. This is an assortment of mustard and chard and lettuce plants. But today we're going to talk about the challenge of growing plants that are known to be larger and longer-lived and fruiting. So let's use the example of a tomato plant. I'd say a big tomato plant could consume somewhere around 150 gallons of water in its lifespan, more, less, but we are looking to fill it only once, and our chosen container is the ubiquitous 5-gallon pail. So we are going to show this 5-gallon pail with this tomato plant, which is a very unique type of tomato plant. It's not only a dwarf tomato plant, it's a micro-dwarf tomato plant. And this one has successfully grown with its roots in the bucket here, and there's still water in there, sloshing around. So I have succeeded in making this guy go with only 5 gallons. We see here are the 7 plants I tested this summer. I started them very late in July. And there are 3 varieties from an outfit down in Atlanta, I'll put the link down below, that specializes in tomatoes. And they have dang near 30 varieties of micro-dwarf. So I selected 3 of them, and only one of them, these 3 right here, grew to be small enough that they didn't consume all the other water. These other tomatoes on the outside here, I did top off or add a little bit of water at the end of the season here when the plant was a little larger. So they got a little too large, but these ones are still on the original 5 gallons of water, which is really impressive. What I decided to try next spring with the tomato plants is to constrain the roots. These here are bush peas, but I want to show you the concept that I've been doing is a tube of plastic that constrains the roots within the bucket, hopefully doing somewhat of a bonsai or dwarfing of the plant because it senses that it doesn't have as much room to grow. That's my hope. Let's cross our fingers that could work, because then I could perhaps control the exact size of the tomato plant to stay well within the 5 gallons that is allotted to it. I'd also show you this raised bed passive hydroponic planter that I designed here. It has a larger patio tomato in here, and the way that I dealt with the fact that it's larger and it needs more than 5 gallons is that I have a total of 6 buckets within here, and this tomato is allotted 3 of the buckets that are tied together with irrigation hose, drip irrigation hose. So 5 cents a hose, just connecting the buckets together. So this tomato has been growing lovely on 15 gallons of water. In this sort of handsome cedar box that I've constructed for it. It's late in the season, we're halfway through October, so this cloche is really helpful to extend the season. I did start this in July, so it's had a very short lifespan. So that's another example of a tomato staying within the confines of the water that I gave it, 15 gallons in this case. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see how the progress is going with this concept of growing tomatoes without any maintenance. It's fill once, set and forget. And look at this is no joke. That is a good set of tomatoes. Okay, take care.